Hi there dolls, thank you for clicking on my video, you're a real one. Today's look is my everyday glam that I get compliments on all the time, and it is a trending look all over social media. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button. Without further ado, let's jump right into today's look where I'll be guiding you thoroughly step by step so that we can be snatched together. So I don't like to gatekeep. I like to share, products that I use. So the only thing I don't share is my man. But other than that, sharing is caring. So first product, my OG. I guess old is still, that is what O stands for in OG, but who even says that? I just like to take a little bit, squeeze a little bit out, enough to just give me lid coverage, but this is the original. They have several different ones like Eden or whatever, but I've always liked the original, so. And then I'm taking a little angle brush, and this one's from Morphe. I love skin prepping. I feel like it's changed the makeup game for me. I used to not care about it, and I know, don't come for me. I fill it in very lightly because as you can see, my brows don't really need too much. It's supposed to look like the MAC one just because this is limited edition. And then going in with MAC MYLAR, or I should just say a bone colored eyeshadow. Going in with an old school shade called Bamboo. So it's just the liner from Ingla. I like to start off at an angle. And I'm just gonna drag it real slow. I'm sorry guys, I feel like I can't talk and do this. So you just gotta be slow with it, careful, steady hand for sure. So I recommend your elbow is on something sturdy, like a table or, so you rest it. See, that way your eye or your hand won't move all over the place, That's all there is really to it. You're just gonna repeat the same thing, and then the little V right here, the inner corner, that's completely optional. It's really trending right now, I will say that, and it's a trend that I like just due to my heritage, my background, my ethnicity. So of course lashes. My thing is brows, lashes. I could care less if I don't have face product on. I know that sounds crazy, but honestly, unless I'm working or like going out, I don't. So lashes, and of course I'm gonna go with some old school faves of mine from Huda Beauty. Can you guess which one? The Farrahs. They're just so pretty, and they are definitely more on the fuller, and they do go from, shorter inner to longer outer, and then cut if you need to. I didn't cut mine, they just fit my eyes, and not all lashes are, created the same or wear the same. What I mean is you do have to cut the outer corner sometimes, but yeah. And then I just go with any duo, it doesn't bother me, but I do like the dark tone one with the biotin and rose in it. Just because it is darker, but there is a nice, like it dries dark is what I'm trying to say, versus my natural lashes curled prior to application, and then sometimes I like to curl the actual lash itself. It just gives it a way better look, and that's on any lash. I'm not specifically talking about this lash or this company, just any lashes that I wear, and I highly recommend you guys use that trick. You just get a better wear, trust me. You get a whole brand new set of lashes. Cleaning it is super easy because you just, you know, remove gently. You just, you know, go around the lash strip and just pick at the little ballies, which is dry glue. And you can wear these to death, honestly. I tend to use most of my lashes to death, especially big investments like the Huda lashes that are more on the really expensive side, you know, in comparison to other lashes that are literally third of the price. You wear those babies to death, if they look good, of course. But I do take care of my lashes by cleaning them, by, you know, being gentle with them, you know, not getting them wet, putting them back in their original container and whatnot, just keeping them safe and alive. Just keeping them safe and snatched. So that I could look snatched, right? Right. Or I'll wear like Ardell ones that are not the wispy ones. I love the wispies just for everyday because people literally will think they're my lashes, and I have very little lashes, but whatever. That's why I like my strips. I don't use any instruments. I just like to play around with them, you know, make sure that they sit well on top of my natural lashes, and that's really it. That's where curling your natural lash and the actual lash will benefit you. At least it does for me and a lot of professional makeup artists that I know, and I've been in the game since 2010 professionally. And then I like to take a dark kohl pencil when I feel like my lashes are dried down a bit and it's not dirty, it's just chipped off because it is wood. So I like to just go in here in that area. Looks freaky. I'm not sure how it's picking up on camera, but it's just so much better. Just looks better. It just pulls the look together. Put it that way. I challenge you to do this without your mouth open. Then I like to take a brown pencil, and this one has just specks of little shimmer in it, and it's an old school cult fave. Teddy. So I gently just place my hand there or fingers so that I can get it just in the lash line and not so much everywhere. So that's really it for my eyes. Very simple, very, you know, just a few steps, few products, nothing crazy. But I will be going with a mascara after I finish my face and finish concealing. So let's start with the face. I am gonna go in with my beauty blender, of course, and then I'm just gonna take my all night spritzer, my little setting spray from Urban Decay. I alternate, honestly, it changes daily. Whatever's in front of me I tend to grab. Although I'm very organized, my makeup drawers are always A1, but yeah, I use MAC, I use like several different ones from MAC, and a couple different ones from Urban Decay, and yeah, I believe that's it. I do have the Krylon one that went viral, you know, but that one really it has to be special occasions because it's not recommended for daily use. It's literally non-transferable. I'm just not quite sold on it, not yet. Maybe I'm just misusing it, but I will be. So why setting spray, you ask, and not water? Because setting spray is actually going to set your makeup. So why apply water? That's just gonna not really do much for you. So we're gonna go in with the new Hourglass foundation. So I got the shade Shell. So if you're familiar with MAC's coloring, I go from NC17 to NC20, typically NC20 when I'm not tanning. This is my winter color. And I just kind of drag it down the face. And with my beauty blender, feel free to use a brush. There are some great ones out there, which we can go over in another video of what's worked for me, my clients, over these million years that I've been doing makeup. I really got into makeup at a very early age, 12 years old. Like, I really started loving it. Obviously, I wasn't a professional, but even lashes, I learned how to apply strip lashes on at 12 years old, and literally had the whole world fooled thinking it was just mascara or whatnot. But I don't think the world knew too much, the regular world, not the makeup world, about fake lashes, at least not during that era or during that age, you know? Maybe my age is what helped conceal those lashes. Lashes were my biggest secret. So it's okay if we go over the lips, if we look like a corpse a little bit, because I like it on my ear also, although I'm not gonna be wearing my hair up today because it is a little bit cold, but still. You want your ears, you want your neck, chest, whatever area is exposed to all be matchy-matchy. I like to leave this part untouched so that my concealer can really show its color. Unless you need a corrector, I'm not going to correct. I correct when I haven't slept well. So yeah, just trust the process. And we're going to go in with concealer. So this concealer is matchy-matchy. So I'm going to not correct and go in with my concealer. Sorry that I showed you that foundation while it's in the box because I had to get several different ones. So yeah, I just haven't really found its home yet, but here we go with the concealer, and this is in the shade Cedar. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit. So this is where I'm gonna be applying my concealer, basically highlighting the middle of the face. And because I have an oval face, I could apply concealer generously at the bottom, as in like the whole space, not so much just lifting or any other thing that TikTok has taught you. Please guys, please listen to veterans. Not that we're better than anybody. Absolutely not. I am free to learn, free. I'm constantly educating myself. I'm pretty sure any professional does that. Even makeup companies, when you work for them, they constantly educate you. It doesn't just end, you know, oh, I'm a makeup artist, I have my certificate. No. So feel free to go back in with your setting spray at any moment and just keep spraying. It just will set your face better. Trust me when I tell you, sets your makeup a lot better. So I like to go in with a little flat brush like this to fit underneath my eye. I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade and the darker shade that we used on my lids on the bottom part. And of course, I can always go back and fix it, deepen it, whatever it is that I need to do. Going in with an old school translucent powder. So translucent powders too, I just use a few of them. Highlighter for so it's from Wet n Wild. I forgot for who, but I do have it on my phone. Just like a little bit of a highlight in the inner corner, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. And we like her. So then I'm gonna contour a little bit. And for my contour, I'm gonna be using a really affordable contour stick. So I don't apply it like crazy, as in I'm not like crazy generous with the product, just because one, I don't have enough forehead for all that. I just want a little bit of a chiseled jawline. It's not as slim as it used to be when I was a little bit skinnier. Just a little quarantine weight. She sticks, honey. She sticks a little bit. And I like to take that. So again, don't worry about contamination. I mean, if you are worried about it, grab your little spatula. And I have several of them in my brush belt that I use for myself and clients. So I'll show you how I cut my nose. I don't know why I called it that. Then I'm gonna go in with an affordable brush, Morphe. I love when I have something affordable in my hand. It just, you know, I feel like it just makes you guys' lives better. So I take that and I just bring it in. Bring it in. Basically, feel free to push it into the brow. I promise you, because you had set it with that NYX glue, brow glue, nothing is gonna happen to your brows. That I promise you guys. But of course, a little bit of practice and all that, you know. I've been wearing this look for a few months now, so thought I'd share it because I get such great feedback on it. Real makeup artists don't gatekeep. Look at Makeup by Mario, right? He definitely can gatekeep if he wants to, but he does not. Speaking of the devil, I do have my makeup certificate by him and no one other than Kim Kardashian West, and I love it. I love that my certificate says that. Because I attended a course of his that was a few hours long, and the model was Kim Kardashian. That's the reason I attended, and of course it's Mario, and it was in Pasadena, California, which isn't too crazy of a travel, 3-hour drive, but it was all good. We made it. I just beat up my face with it. And I like to keep it kind of angular and kind of like press, like this type of motion. I just feel like it helps way better. And then again, feel free to grab your face brush that you did your foundation with. It will soften the look as well. Like, don't be afraid that you used it on previous products, you know, if that makes sense. This hack is actually from Makeup by Mario. It just makes your face slimmer. We all want that, especially me that I've been a little bit on the lazier side. Not lazy, just working a lot, and by that time I'm just so tired that I don't go to the gym, but I do work out. That I do promise. Because she is trying to fit into her wedding dress, honey. Y'all like that? Do I look chiseled? Yeah. Do I look like I got a nose job? You know, these things are important to me. Looking like that, not actually getting it. I do like to take Hoola from Benefit, an old school fave. It's just ashy and just really pretty. It just seals the deal better for me. It just looks a lot better. So literally 2 straight lines for me, but of course there are different nose contours depending on your nose shape, you know, long, crooked, short, whatever, Balboas. So I like to just cut underneath my jaw a little bit, cut, and then go in and cut, honey, cut her. It just makes it better. So now I'm just gonna dust this all off. Dust all that crap off. So I'm gonna go in with a really slim mascara, and I love it for that reason. So I literally, I'm gonna wiggle. I'm gonna wiggle very carefully. This part is a little bit hard. So I'm just gonna spritz my face before I move down to the lip. Are you guys generous with your spritzers? We are going to move to the lips, and I'm gonna go in with MAC's Cork pencil. This shade is actually pretty popular amongst many different skin tones. So I kind of like to follow Makeup by Mario. So instead of going all the way in because my lips end here, I cut it off here. I curve it. So it's kind of like a C and then a C, if that makes sense. Like I curve it. I do have fuller lips naturally. These are my natural lips, but still, this works for everybody. Same thing for the bottom, but we curve it up. So instead of giving myself a Joker smile, which does droop the lip, you want to lift. That's why it's called Lip Lift by Mario. So that's just the lip liner, and then we're gonna go in with an old school fave from MAC that they don't make anymore. Flesh Pot. I don't think they do. That's what I heard, but feel free to use Myth. I feel like Myth looks just like it. Or if you want it more warmer, Yash and whatnot. There's so many nudes. Literally a nude for every mood. I kind of like to tap it on, not so much swipe it, and like go in with my finger too. Or a lip brush too works wonders, but like I said, ain't nobody got time. And if we don't need to spend that money, then we don't, honey. We're trying to stack it up. I'm not trying to do all that. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but just grabbing an eye brightener. So this product is no longer sold. It's from the KKW line, so a good dupe for it. So this is, sorry, I'm getting my makeup dirty because my hand is dirty from the sponge. I will wash it, don't worry. I'm kind of a crazy, not germaphobe, but like more of OCD, like neat freak, and everything has to be clean and organized. So it just makes a little bit of a difference. And another hack, since you can't buy this, you can buy any other eye brightener, but just make sure it's a little bit pink. And the brush too was from KKW. So I'm gonna go in with the also viral TikTok blush that is a beautiful dupe for Dior. So Dior only makes two colors. I have both colors. One is coral and one is more pink. So I like it with a, this is a really old school brush, but see, when you take care of your brushes, they become your BFFs. So it's from Makeup Designery, also known as Mud. So that's the company that sponsored or had their products used during my makeup course. So I didn't just take the Makeup by Mario course, that was later on down the line. I had already gotten my credentials from a beauty college, and that was way back in the day. That was 2008. So, but professionally I started doing makeup 2010. Or for my olivey girls like myself, peachy blushes look even better, but it's all good. This is the final look.